Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my yearly roundup of my favorite luxury makeup items. We are in 2019 now, and this video was actually supposed to go up last week, but I fell sick. I think you can hear it from my voice. So that's why I'm filming this video today, so that I can post it this weekend. So before starting off this video, I just want to wish all of you guys a very happy new year. I hope 2019 is amazing for all of you guys out there. Alright, so let's just get started with this video. I'm going to talk about the favorite items in the order that I do my makeup. So first off, I always get my brows done. So for that, I've been loving this Hourglass Arch brow gel. This is the Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. It is a really good gel. It sets the brows in place like perfectly. While I was traveling towards the end of the year, I did take this along with me, and in the hot and humid climates, it did keep my brows in place. So really happy with this product. You know, you can tell a product is good and stays long when you take it to a hot place and you won't, like, your makeup won't melt off. That's how you know a product works. Last year when I was trying to buy this, it kept going out of stock at Sephora, so finally when I got a chance to get it, it was a great purchase. Moving on from brows, next up we have eyeshadow palettes. I have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes here. First brand of eyeshadow palettes I want to talk about is from Natasha Denona. You guys know I love her eyeshadow palettes in general, like the big ones. They're really nice. This is the Safari palette and this is the gold palette. Now I've used these quite a bit. So the Safari palette is just all mattes, but I find this very useful for everyday wear and also for a lot of like good crease work. I find this palette to be really useful. The gold palette, on the other hand, you can only use it mostly for special occasions. Very pretty shades of gold. Like I had said before in my Christmas video, the shades of gold are quite different. For example, this shade and this shade right here, like these two, they're very different undertones. So you can tell the difference in the golds right here. You know, depending on the look that I'm going for, I can create different mood out of it. Now she also came up with the mini 5-pan palettes, the very mini size, but for me those are of no use because I already have the bigger versions of those, so I just don't ever get the mini eyeshadow palettes. I find that these palettes are, in terms of formula and the quality, these palettes are way better. Okay, so next up I wanted to talk about this beautiful PatMcgrath Mothership eyeshadow palette. I also got the Decadence palette in 2018. This palette, I did a tutorial with it a few weeks ago. I'll link that video in the info box above so you guys can check it out. Beautiful palette, beautiful formula. I own a few PatMcgrath eyeshadow palettes. Her palettes are more expensive than Natasha Denona, so I don't want to purchase like all of them. I mainly got this palette because it was a cooler toned eyeshadow palette. She has a warm toned eyeshadow palette as well, like the formula for eyeshadows. And I think pretty much most of her makeup in general now, they're really good. So really standout product for me this year. Alright, so the last eyeshadow palette that I wanted to talk about, and I have not actually done a tutorial with this at all. This is the Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. Huda Beauty is not a luxury makeup brand. They're more of the mid-range sort of makeup brand. But I found that this palette, because it was quite expensive, this palette qualifies as a luxury product for me. So I just thought I would quickly mention this here on my channel, that I absolutely love the Huda Beauty palette. The shimmer on my eyes today are from this palette right here. These shades right here are so bomb. I'll tell you what's good about this palette. Like the ones that are sort of this pearlized pigments almost, these are really good. Glitters I've not played with yet. The mattes are really good too. Now I'll just say that the concealer here works as an eyeshadow primer, but it's not the best eye primer that I've come across. I love my Urban Decay ones so much better, or my MAC paint pots. It works, it gets the job done, so I think if you're in a hurry, you'll be okay. There is no like really dark plum or dark brown shade in here, which is why for my eye look today, I had to go in the Safari palette and grab like the darker brown shades. I know she created this palette mostly for bridal looks, which is a great idea, but If you remember, like the AB Soft Glam palette had a black in it, had a dark brown in it. So it depends on people's interpretation of what, you know, nude palette looks like. But she definitely killed it with this palette. It's my first Huda palette as well. So if you guys are interested in a tutorial with this palette, then just leave me a comment down below. I even used this on my New Year's Eve party and I loved it. I loved my makeup on my New Year's Eve, so it was definitely thanks to this palette. My eyes looked so good. Moving on from eyeshadow palettes, the next category I have are eyeliners. Now these are the Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Coal eyeliners. One is called Bedroom Black and another is Eye Cheat for bigger, brighter eyes. These are so good. I'm wearing this today, the black one today, like on my lower lash line. Super creamy, super soft, you know, they stay on for a long time. I am not sure if they're waterproof, but they're definitely like, they won't smudge once they're on the lower lash line or lower waterline. Like, it's not gonna go anywhere. So again, I talked about this in my Charlotte Tilbury video, so you guys can also check out that video if you guys are really looking for just Charlotte Tilbury products. Talked about eyeshadow palettes, but I forgot to talk about like the single shadows or like shadow toppers and cream shadows. So I wanted to talk about these ones. These are from Marc Jacobs. These are the sequins metallic shadows. I have in the shade Topaz Flash and also Blitz Glitz. I used Blitz Glitz in tutorial once. It has a little bit of fallout, but look how gorgeous this color is. This is so nice. This is Blitz Glitz. This one right here is Topaz Flash. It is so beautiful. They are super sparkly too, so they will have a little bit of a fallout, but these are stunning on the eyes. And I wear them as an eye base, but you can even wear them just by itself. Also, Natasha Denona comes out with these chroma crystal top coats. It's called Metal Black. It is this beautiful like smoky charcoal type color. It's a beautiful color, and yeah, it is really nice as well, really pigmented as well. I especially love cream shadows because they act as a good base for the eye look, and usually you can get your makeup done a lot faster if you are using some of these like colored, you know, eyeshadows. Okay, so next part is mascara. Only mascara I loved in 2018 from the luxury side is the Legendary Lashes Volume 2 mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. This is similar to my favorite mascara, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. They have the same kind of wand, and yeah, this gives me just killer volumizing lashes. I did buy other mascaras, but they were probably mostly drugstore or maybe like mid-range. So yeah, thought I would give this a mention. Now that we're done with eyes, we're gonna move on to complexion products now. First category is primer. This is Tatcha, the Silk Canvas Protective Primer. This is the only luxury primer I bought this year. It has this, like it says, it's a canvas, so it really gives that sort of soft filter on your face. Like it makes a sort of like a layer on your skin, and then when you put makeup on top, your makeup looks really smooth and really, it goes on really smoothly. So it's more of a smoothing primer. Has a little bit of pore filling effect, but not as much, I would think. It definitely isn't that oil free as I found, because I have more mattifying primers that are much better at containing my oils. It has that spa scent that I love a lot. Idea is to use very little bit of it, then only you can enjoy this product. Moving on to foundations, let's start with Nars. So this is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. You have seen me use it in many videos before, so not much to say about this. I love this one. I've said it before as well. It has a good medium coverage formula. It is more of that kind of demi-matte finish, like a natural finish almost. It's not too oily, it's not too mattifying or not too dewy. It's like right in the middle, so I love it for that reason. And for that same reason, I love the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. This one obviously came out way before 2018, but I bought it last year and I really enjoyed this because, like I said, I don't like being super matte nor super dewy. I like it right in between, and this one really did a good job. I've been using it in multiple videos, or Even outside of taking videos, I have been using this foundation. So next up I have a stick foundation, and this is from Bobbi Brown. This is the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation in Warm Honey. Not sure if you can already tell, but I've been using it a lot. I took this foundation with me while traveling because it's easy to travel with, and glass containers will break, so I didn't want to take any chances. So I just took this with me and another stick foundation from ColourPop, and I switched between the two. This one, I'm wearing this today, guys. I love this foundation. I think I'm gonna finish this pretty soon. My favorite way to apply it is with a buffing brush. You know, you can use as little or as much as you want. I feel like less is more with this foundation anyway. It just looks so good on my skin. It has good medium coverage, and it's not too cakey or overpowering like the Hourglass Vanish stick. That one is pretty full coverage, and that one's for special occasions, but this one I found that, you know, it's just for everyday wear, like traveling, you're going out. This is a great foundation. Next, I wanted to talk about the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I mentioned in the Charlotte Tilbury video that this may be a foundation for some people and may not be, maybe a primer for some people. I definitely use it as a foundation some days and as a primer on days when I need a little bit more coverage. It's more like a tinted moisturizer. This product has a little bit of glow to it. I didn't use this today, but just thought I'd mention this, that it's a multitasking product, so you can use it however which way you want. Especially in the winter time, it'll be great for my skin. In the summertime, you'll definitely have to powder because this is a dewy product, right? It won't keep your oils away. I don't have a favorite luxury concealer for 2018, so we're gonna move right ahead to contouring products. The only contouring product that I really enjoyed this past year was the Hollywood Contour Wand from, again, Charlotte Tilbury. I love the applicator of this. Even though this is a sponge tip applicator, the size of this applicator is really nice. Like, it will fit like right where you want your contour lines to be. With this contour product, like, even if you put like a lot more, like if you accidentally put too much, you know, you don't have to worry about it. Like, it won't look too dark or too muddy. I think the formula just kind of blends really well into my skin. Only downside is that it has very less product in here, and it's also liquid contour product. So if you guys are not comfortable with liquid or cream contours, then stick with the powders. Okay, now we're gonna move on to setting powders. First off, we have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. It's what I have on my skin today. My skin looks absolutely beautiful right now. Powders can settle into fine lines and pores and wrinkles, you know, if they're a little bit too mattifying, but this one is a brilliant product. I love Hourglass through and through. I have some of their ambient lighting powders, so this is just another powder which is so good and so genius. I find that in the summertime, this may not be appropriate for me just because it can start to look a little bit dewy for my skin, but for now my skin looks absolutely radiant. It won't emphasize any dryness or any texture or anything like that, so it's great for those of you who have dry skin. We have another Charlotte Tilbury product. Sorry guys if I'm talking too much Charlotte Tilbury in this video, but love the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. It is a little bit more mattifying, I would think, than the Hourglass one, just because I feel like this one in the summertime also works really good for me. The product in here is 0.28 ounce and this one is 0.36 ounce, so it has like less product obviously. I only started using this in 2018, but I feel like for a long time people have been loving this product. Next up is blush, and for that I have the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Glow Stick. This one has a blush on one end, cream blush on one end, and a highlighter on another end. I love the formula of most Tom Ford products, even though they're super pricey. Yeah, I love the color of this blush. It's a very natural blush shade and it's very pigmented as well, so I think that this product for me was really worth the money when I got it, because I've been using this pretty much non-stop throughout the year. With cream products, I find that if you have the right cream product, if you apply it and you can get out the door pretty fast, putting minimal effort into your makeup. So this Tom Ford Duo is really good. Next product I want to talk about is also has blushes and highlighters. This one is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette. It's very uncomfortable to travel with this palette, so I wouldn't really recommend it for travel, but if you guys are at home, then definitely use it. The blush that I'm wearing today is this powder blush right here. Now this has a cream section and a powder section, so love both of them actually, use them pretty equally. So I'm gonna talk about highlighters as well since we have this in this palette right now. This diamond powder right here is amazing. It is kind of like the Fenty diamond powder, the one that she came up with. That one's a little bit cool toned, I think, but this one is really beautiful. It's what I have on my face today along with this one right here. So yeah, I hope that Natasha Denona brings out more blushes, blush palettes and stuff this year. If you guys are looking for good quality makeup, sometimes you just have to pay the price for it, and I think that I love pretty much most of my Natasha Denona palettes. Next highlighter I want to talk about is also from Natasha Denona. This is the Natasha Denona Super Glow, and this highlighter is super blinding as well. I've used this in a few videos, I think, here on my channel. This one is a super glowy highlighter. Again, it has that kind of like a wet look that I love in a highlighter, so I would recommend you guys to try this out. Last highlighter I have for you is this Marc Jacobs Guilty Omega Glaze All Over Foil Luminizer. The formula of it is great, which is why I'm including it in this video. The undertone for this, it's not suited for me right now because I've lost my tan, but maybe in the summertime I can use this highlighter. It is really pretty. Again, it gives you that wet looking highlighter effect, which is great. It came out for the holidays, which is why it has this beautiful gold packaging. I think this would have been better suited for deep dark skin tones because it will really show up on their skin, as opposed to mine. Like, I feel like it just kind of blends into my skin. Last product I have are lipsticks. First, I want to go over one lip gloss that I've been using a lot. This is the Tom Ford Ultra Shine lip gloss. This is in the shade Rose Crush. This beige nude kind of color. It's really pretty. It's for everyday wear basically. With all these kind of nude lipsticks that I have on, I use this lip gloss. It has a little bit of an opaque formula, like it's not clear or anything. If you put it over like lipstick, it will give you like a lacquered effect almost. So I really enjoy this Tom Ford lip gloss. Then we have actual lipsticks. I love these PatMcgrath lipsticks. Now these ones are their Luxe Trance or Matte Trance lipsticks, I think. These are the smaller versions of it, but you can get the bigger ones as well. These ones I got in sets of 3. I have 2 shades here, Flush 3 and 1995. 1995 is like that. So this is 1995 and this is Flush 3. You know, initially I thought like, oh my gosh, who's gonna pay close to 50 Canadian for a lipstick? So that's why I picked up these smaller ones to try them out to see if I love them. It's literally like applying butter on your lips. It glides like so smooth in one swipe. I have 1995 all over my lips, and I have like a lip liner on top, a MAC lip liner on top, but oh my god, the formula is so good. So good. You know, because the lipstick is so expensive, so I feel like I'm just gonna pick maybe 1 or 2 for my collection. Last lipstick I want to talk about are the Nars Velvet Matte lipsticks. I think these are. These came in a pouch actually. Again, towards for the holidays. There were 4 lipsticks in this pouch. Love the pouch as well. Look how good this looks. But yeah, these are the Velvet Matte lip pencils. Now the formula has been around for a long time, but I think these shades I've never owned them, or I've never like seen them before. This is Vicious, Bondage, and then this one is Chaos. Okay, so Vicious, Bondage, and Chaos, and they are super creamy, super matte. I love these actually for everyday wear. I have a few of these lip pencils, like I bought them ages ago. The set was really cute and I thought I wanted to pick this up, and it was a good value, so I picked up this set. So if you guys kind of want Pat McGrath but don't have the budget, then definitely try to go through this Nars Velvet Matte lip pencils. These are equally beautiful and equally comfortable on the lips. Alright, so having said that, that completes today's video on best luxury makeup of 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found some recommendations for you guys if you guys are looking for good quality luxury makeup. I'm excited to see in 2019 what some of these luxury brands will bring out in terms of makeup. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button, share, subscribe to my channel so that you can come back here for more good content. Have a great day or night wherever you are. I'll see you guys in my next